Yes, I need good luck.
Well, it seems as if your simple acquaintance is leaving you, Professor.
Yes.
Time to get up, Mr. Felix. Feet off the sofa.
That's it, John. Keep pushing. Heavy piece of wood, isn't it?
What is a feather, sir?
Yes. Oh, let's see. That's it. That's it. Does Beth know anything?
Joe has seen to everything.
Good, good. At last it has found a home.
It's a beauty, sir.
Yes.
I'll let Joe know.
John, don't forget the flowers, please.
Oh, but Mr. Lawrence, it's magnificent.
Thank you, thank you.
Oh, you shouldn't have.
But I did, and it's enough on that matter.
Joe,
She's ready.
it's in place.
Where are you taking me? You'll see. Is it Amy? Is she back?
It's not Amy, and she's not back.
Well, what is it?
Patience. There.
Mr. Lawrence?
Over here.
Your piano?
No, Beth. Yours.
Mine? Marmee, no.
There was no arguing with him.
But why, sir?
Well, it kept calling out, "Where's that dreadful little March girl?" It missed you.
Go sit at it, Beth.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Lawrence. I shall treasure it.
As I you, dear.
Play something for us, Beth. Oh, it sounds good.
Joe, may I speak with you? I meant to tell you earlier, I received a letter from Laurie. He's been in New York.
He what?
He's been in New York. Didn't he come see you?
No.
Well, that's odd, but he has been acting in a strange way lately, moping about for weeks. I insisted to do some business for me and then go to Europe and take a little vacation. And guess who he saw in Florence?
Who?
Amy and your Aunt March. Oh. Yes. Excuse me, dear. Miss March, may I join you?
It'd be an honor, sir.
My honor.
If you say, come with me off to Massachusetts, then to Massachusetts we will go. We will buy dishes there, maybe even shoe sets, buy the finest china, then we'll dine a while on grape Suzettes. New York. I miss New York.
Dear Professor Bayer, I've been wanting to write you. So much is happening here. My sister Meg is having a baby. My sister Beth is very frail, but I know I have it in me to make her better. I've decided to take her and my mother to Cape Cod, to Falmouth, for a few days. Given all that is happening here, I don't know when I can return to New York. I miss it. I miss those volatile exchanges
we had. I miss our walks in the park to hear speakers shout how they would change the world. I too would like to change the world. Yes, of course. And how are you, sir? She asks how I am, and so how am I? My days are the usual days. I wake up, I go out, time goes by. My days are exactly the days I have lived since arriving here. In fact, how I am is a maze, how this comforts me year by year. I work and I eat, life is muffins and jam. The house is nice and quiet now. That is how I am. 5 years in these rooms, reading Hegel and Kant. My mind is devoted to thoughts on the meaning of life. What more could I want? why is it lately I find I'm uneasy all through the night? Why, even now does my skin feel explosive as dynamite? Why does my heart pound like a battering ram? How can she ask me how I am? How I am is fine. Dear Miss March, there is nothing dramatic or new to report. This will be short. Morning and evening I live in my usual way. On the day you return, you'll see for yourself. Tell me, Miss March, you happy so far from the clang and the beat of our turbulent streets? Quite often I think of our days in New York. Though of course since you went I have been quite content. I wake in the morning and all that I hear is the absence of sound. Yes, my peace is disturbed, but the ruckus is me as my thoughts run aground. I wanted a life by myself in these rooms, but now all around me another life looms. Who asked her to come and to go and to leave me like that? And now she expects me to send her a note with words if I spoke that would stick in my throat. Who asked her to change how I live, how I think, how I am? She asks how I am. How can I reply? I go through my daily routine. I give lessons, I wait. Time goes by. Yet lately I find there is pleasure in humming a silly tune. Some days I go to the park and I sit there all afternoon. Some evenings I swear I can hear a door slam. The house is far too quiet now. That is how I am.
Oh, Marmee, it's so beautiful. The waves and all the shells.
I think that one's nearly 1,000 years old, Beth. Remember how we always talked about coming to Cape Cod?
And now Jo, with her wee literary earnings, as she calls it, has brought us.
Promise me, Beth, that whatever's got a hold of you, you'll continue to fight it.
Marvy, Beth, look what I bought. A kite for my sister. Look at the tail. I told the man I wanted all the colors of the rainbow.
That is the most beautiful kite I have ever seen.
I shall leave you two.
Marvy,
Stay.
no.
I'll write a letter to Father. Tell him how beautiful the Cape is this time of year. I love you.
Come, hold the kite for me.
Tell me again about New York.
Oh, it's a circus. Waltzing clowns, dancing horses. Sometimes you see them right out on the street. And museums, Beth, and theaters everywhere.
And the women. Are they shameless?
Some of them anyways. It's an amazing place, Beth. I'm going to take you there someday.
To New York?
And we'll dine in the best restaurants and see Shakespeare and go to the theater and ride the omnibus and mingle with unsavory characters.
Jo, I have something for you. Marmee says this shell is over 1,000 years old, and I believe that once upon a time it had an amazing life. If you put it to your ear, it talks to you.
What does it say?
It says, "We grow up too fast. You're a woman of the world now. I'm so proud of you, Jo.
When you were first born, not an hour old, I told Marmee,
Beth is mine."
everyone has someone special in the world, and I have you. My sweet Beth, give me a task to do.
Let's pretend we're riding on a kite. Let's imagine we're flying through the air.
like this.
We'll climb high beyond the break of day, sleep on stardust, and dine on bits of moon. You and I will find the Milky Way. We'll be mad and explore. We'll recline aloft upon the breeze. Da-da-ba, sail on with wind ease. Pass the days doing only as we please. That's what living is for.
Can I tell you a secret?
Of course.
I never made plans about what I would do when I grew up, and I'm not afraid to die. The hardest part, Joe, is leaving you.
I won't let it happen. You'll get better, you will.
Some things are meant to be, the tide turning endlessly, the way it takes hold of me. No matter what I do, some things will never die. The promise of who you are, your memories when I am far from you. All my life I've lived for loving you. Let me go now.
Everybody, I'm home.
Look at this house.
Joe, Marmee?
We left it in shambles, and it's still in shambles.
Meg, did you see the look I gave the coachman and March? His impertinence. He caught every bump in the road.
One must always be civil to a coachman, Amy. You must respect those who have the reins until you wrench the reins from them.
Yes, Aunt March. Joe,
And
Marmee!
Amy, remember, you're a lady now.
Yes, I'm a lady. Oh, Meg! When did this house get so small?
As we grow grand, Amy, the world around us often diminishes in size. I've known people to disappear before my very eyes.
You're such a dear, Aunt March. Thank you for everything.
I'll go deal with that wretched coachman.
And remember, Aunt March, respect those who have the reins.
Very good.
Amy? Meg! Marmee! Meg! Let me look at you. You're so beautiful. Let me look at you. You're a mother now, twin
eyes. I can't believe it.
Neither can I.
Oh, Amy, my baby. Sorry.
Had her, Marmee.
You're all grown up. I am, Marmee. I really am. I feel older. I'm sophisticated. You can't imagine all the experiences I had. And wherever I was, I think if only Meg were here, if only Joe, if only Beth.
Amy.
I'm so sorry I wasn't here to say goodbye to her. I couldn't stand it. I cried for weeks. Aunt March said I was being unreasonable, but my heart was breaking not to be here with her.
Beth understood.
Oh, Joe!
She said, tell Amy not to fret.
Did she really say that?
She was so strong. You would have been proud of her.
I bought her this metronome. The man said there wasn't another one like it. And where did we get that magnificent piano?
Mr. Lawrence brought it for Beth.
Oh, he's a dear, isn't he? It's so good to be home in our dear house.
Come show us what you brought back, Amy.
It's a king's ransom. I have so many things to tell you all. I ate frogs. Actual
Amy?
frogs. And how is John? Is he so romantic?
More so.
I knew it. Men are so amazing.
It's almost everything.
Laurie, I hadn't realized you were coming back as well.
Yes, we all sailed the same ship.
You look different.
Do I? I'm taller, an inch or so.
It was so good of you to come for Amy and Aunt March after our loss of Beth.
When I heard the news, I was devastated. I didn't want to come to see you in New York. I wanted to. I thought of it.
I don't blame you. I was horrible to you. I was so unfeeling.
You said what you felt.
No. Guess what? I sold a story.
I always knew you would. I always had this sort of faith in you, Joe.
I know you did.
I've missed you.
I've missed you too.
You know, I've learned something about myself.
What's that?
I was never meant to fly on golden wings.
Who is?
You, Joe, you were meant to soar. Me, I was meant for more mundane things. I've decided to go into grandfather's business. Now, I know it's the last thing in the world I'd see myself doing, but the truth is I'm sort of fascinated by other prospects. I shall be wily and shrewd.
Laurie, there you are.
Did you tell Joe?
Tell me what?
The most amazing thing.
Really? Quite a thing.
You tell her.
Oh, you tell her.
All right, I'll tell her. We were under the bridge of sighs,
In a gondola,
under Italian skies.
she was singing lullaby.
He said he likes the way I sing.
The day was
We
ours.
talked for hours.
It was amazing.
I said I love fireflies.
I said, so do
I
I.
told him I hate goodbyes.
There was something in her eyes.
I swear the bells began to ring.
We found that we,
We're so alike.
it was amazing.
So tell me, who proposed to whom?
Oh, you know, we were trying to be so discreet about it.
Amazing that we were in Venice.
In a gondola,
In Venice.
when he suddenly stood up,
Shouted, will you marry me?
it was so
Then I
romantic.
fell into the water.
And before we even knew
She
it,
dove in and rescued me.
it happened before we knew.
How could we have known?
Amazing what time can do.
From that moment my heart flew.
We'll be married in the spring.
Whoever thought in all the world we'd fall in love, and yet we did.
It was amazing.
Amazing. Amazing.
The most amazing thing. Laurie, help me with the rest of my things.
She bought half of Europe.
And I'll get the other half on our next trip. And later, Aunt March would like to talk to us about proper wedding etiquette. And my purse. And the hat. Ooh. My gloves, imported, careful. And my parasol. Got it all?
Yeah, you really bought half of Europe there, didn't you?
Oh, and Laurie, welcome to the family.
Thank you, Joe.
I never meant for it to happen like this. I had always thought of Laurie as yours.
He was never mine. He was always one of us.
Oh, Joe. Joe, I have something for you. Here.
What's this?
It's a book of my drawings. I drew all the things you should have seen in Europe. All the churches and palaces and mountains. I want you to have it.
Amy, I can't take this.
Yes, you can. We'll be close, Joe. That will never change.
Never. Amy, your drawings are beautiful.
It's been a while since you've been up here, Joe.
I know.
The attic needs a little airing and dusting.
I'll get to it.
The attic used to be such a sanctuary for you, Joe. Whenever you were sad or disappointed, you'd run up here and bolt the door and come back hours, so full of life. I haven't seen that, Joe, in a long time.
I always used to be so good at that. I could always come up with something. Beth would say, Joel can make the clouds disappear. I want Beth back.
Joe.
If I'd never gone to New York, if I'd never broken the promise, everything would have been different.
Joe, stop it. No one did more for Beth than you did. You couldn't change what happened.
How do you do it? How do you go on day in, day out as if nothing had happened?
You think that's how I go on?
You're strong and you're wise. How can I be like you? How can I find your strength?
Don't make so much of me, Joe. I never dreamed of this sorrow. I never thought I'd have a reason to lament. I'd hoped I'd never know heartbreak. How I wish I could change the way things went. I wanted nothing but goodness. I wanted a reason to prevail, not this bare emptiness. I want days of plenty, but I refuse to feel tragic. I am aching for more than pain and grief. There has got to be meaning. Most of all, when a life has been so brief, I've got to learn something. How can I give her any less? I want life to go on. I want days of plenty. You have to believe that there's reason for hope. You have to believe that the answers will come. You can't let this defeat you. I won't let this defeat you.
how do I go on? Just an empty room. All I have are memories. I need a task to do. Someone give me a task to do. I need a...
I thought that somehow we would always have forever. I thought the promises we made would have a different end. I thought the love we shared would keep us as we were. It was the fire within me. We dreamed and plotted with abandon in this attic. When we were gathered here, the room became our citadel. We were amazing then, my sisters and I. They were the fire within me. In this room, I knew we were alive. Nothing was too painful to survive. We faced the world together, the four of us forever side by side. Everything I promised was for them. I was theirs no matter where or when. How can that be lost forever? Oh, and I gave everything with all my It was several days before Christmas. It was several days before Christmas. The sisters sat about the parlor and grumbled to themselves. Meg, the oldest and most romantic, said, "It's not fair some girls have pretty things while we have nothing. And it won't be Christmas without presents," said Amy with her usual pout. "And we haven't got father to read to us," said Joe, who yearned to travel and write great books. Only Beth, sitting contented, said in a tone so sweet, even angels would have listened, "But we've got each other." Everything I promised them is here. All of us the way we used to be. We will always have each other. They will always be the fire in my heart.
astonishing.
Will we ever make it through this day?
This day will be magnificent. Soon Laurie and Amy will be in wedded bliss.
Meg, look at me. I can't get married looking like this. This dress is not très beau.
The dress is very très beau.
And why did I choose those flowers?
Amy, come let me finish your hair.
I've made all the wrong decisions for the wedding, Marmee. The flowers, this dress.
You look like a Madonna.
A Madonna. Well, merci, John. It was all Laurie's idea to have the wedding in our petite maison, and I can deny mon amour nothing. Oh.
Why is she speaking French?
Was I that silly at our wedding?
Worse.
John!
You were inspiring.
John, Father's telegram said he would be arriving at noon. You must go meet him at the station.
3 sets of dishes, 2 sets of silver, 16 chairs, and 4 cut glass bowls, and all the flowers in my conservatory. I've been happily divested of all my worldly possessions.
Where's Amy?
You are not to see her before the wedding.
I know. Grandfather, here's the champagne you asked for.
I'll take it. I'm off to the train station.
John, that's for the guest.
Yes, sir.
Let's go have a cigar before the ceremony. Laurie, how are you feeling today? Looking forward to becoming a bridegroom?
My life has never been more complete. And the rain has held up.
Christopher Columbus.
Where is Josephine?
I'll go find her.
And tell Amy I wish to see her about receiving line etiquette. We have the cream of Concord society arriving at any moment.
You wanted to speak with me?
I suppose you realize this could have been your day?
You think I made a ghastly mistake?
I do not. Laurie and Amy are ideally suited to each other. I've gone over my will.
Oh, Aunt Marge, I don't want...
Meg will receive most of my money. Amy's making her way into society and won't need any of it. And as for you...
I don't want...
I know you don't want anything, and yet you want everything. Josephine, a girl, a woman, needs something to fall back on when times are bleak. I'm leaving you my house.
Your house?
Do something worthwhile with it. Make it a library or a school.
Thank you, Aunt Marge.
I don't like that dress.
It was yours.
Well, it looked better on me.
Professor Bear?
Oh,
Hello, this is a surprise.
yes, you wrote if I should ever come north that I should come visit.
Well, yes, but
You never thought I would do it. Well, I did it. I'm here. Should I go?
No, come inside. I'll introduce you to everyone.
No, not yet.
So, how is Mrs. Kirk?
As impossible as ever.
And the boarders?
As strange as ever.
And you?
Me, I am the same.
You look...
Old, I know. Nearly 50.
You're 34.
35.
You had a birthday.
Yes, they threw a party for me. I don't like parties. They make me sick. I brought back your manuscript. It was so good of you to send it to me.
Thank you for reading it. Forgive me for presuming.
No, it touched me deeply, Miss March. I felt your spirit. I heard your voice. I saw you on every page. It was magnificent.
Joe, Amy is driving me insane. Now she's talking about changing the veil. Oh, excuse me. This is Professor Bayer. This is my sister Meg.
Ah, I recognize you now from your sister's book.
So you're the one she lets read it. I'll be inside in a minute.
Are you sure I'm not intruding? I mean, I can just...
Oh, no, it's just, a wedding.
A wedding?
I often think about you, Professor. I wonder how you are.
I bought a kite.
You bought a kite?
Yes, I bought a kite and took it to the park soon after you left. You know, you were right to think I was old.
Oh.
I was old, but since we met, everything is different. Everyone notices. My students even, they say, Professor Bayer, you were smiling today. Miss March.
Joe.
Joe, we are not at all alike. We have our differences. May I be blunt?
Be blunt by all means.
I think perhaps it looks like rain.
The sky gets bluer by the hour.
Waterfalls and little drops. I can't.
That's why it's called a sun shower.
Oh, and now it stops.
You are about to be blunt.
If I say rain, then you say sun. If I say yes, then you say no. It seems before we start, we're done. We even argue at hello. If I say share with me this small umbrella.
I say, who cares if I get wet?
We are as different as the morning and the night.
No, we're as different as the winter and the spring.
We always seem to fight.
We disagree on everything.
And yet, you make me smile, you make me laugh, you make me care. How can I explain inside my heart? I feel a pain when you're not there. No, we are not at all alike. You make me feel alive. If we had that in common, that one small thing in common, love could be like a small umbrella in the rain.
Josephine?
Christopher Columbus.
The guests will be arriving soon. I want the family gathered in the parlor. And just who are you?
This is my Aunt Marge. This is Professor Bayer.
Please, call me Fritz.
Fritz? Is that your name, Fritz?
Did I not tell you?
No!
Well, bring in Fritz.
You were saying, Fritz?
When people discover passion, they've come upon something rare. This fervor they have in common will shelter them anywhere. Though the rest may be rough, with such passion to share, I think they have more than enough. Enough to make a marriage, if we dare.
You are proposing.
Yes, but I do not mean today or tomorrow or even next month. A year maybe, 2 years even. I am a patient man.
I won't be sweet, won't be demure.
This I prefer, this I adore.
I'll speak my mind, you can be sure.
I'll be enchanted to the core.
If I say let me share your small umbrella,
Will I say, who cares if we get wet?
we'll be as different as a husband and a wife.
No, we'll be as different as a woman and a man.
We'll find our way through life.
We'll disagree the best we can.
And yet, you'll make me smile, you'll make me laugh, you'll make me care.
How can I explain inside my heart I feel a pain when you're not there? No, we are not at all alike. You make me feel alive. that one small thing in common. Our love is like a small umbrella in the rain. Oh, I have news for you. I showed your novel to Henry Dashwood.
You what?
I know it was wrong of me, but I could not resist.
Well, what did he say?
He said it's a bit long. He missed the blood and guts, but he liked the four sisters, particularly the outspoken one. He wants to publish it,
He said that?
if that is all right with you.
Joe?
Here. Yes.
Mommy, I'd like you to meet a friend of mine. This is Professor Fritz Sevier. He's going to be staying with us for a while. We're thinking of starting a school together.
School?
Not today, or next week, but maybe someday.
Welcome, Professor. Come and meet our family. My oldest daughter's getting married today.
Sometimes when you dream, your dreams come true in extraordinary ways. Suddenly a day can be so amazing, and sometimes when you yearn, you burn the air, and then you are not the same, and the world is...
Joe, we're all waiting for you.
Did you talk about this?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Every teacher picks a star student.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is our student wall of fame. Every teacher picks a star student. Every teacher picks a star student once a month and places that student's picture on the student star wall of fame.
Good.
So you don't want them to.
Is that right?
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
Okay. Okay. Go to the bathroom.
We're being filmed. He went, okay, I'm going to the bathroom.
TMI. We don't have any art or music classes until we have them all on Thursdays and Fridays. It's just the way it is. What? A red crayon in the bathroom? Well, why don't you throw that away for me? Thank you. That's cute. Let's see.
Do we like to show our doors painted?
I don't know if Jack would like to show our doors painted or not. He's pretty.
Do you want me not to? I mean,
Go
I
ahead,
did in
that's
one
fine.
piece.
You
and
can film it.
She was worried about it, but we just shot it. But that's up to
He
you.
came one day and he said, "What's with all these door paintings?" I said, "I like them. I think
What
that."
are they doing?
Yep, I'll do your pants. Is it Horde?
Yeah.
There you go. You're welcome. Bye. Well, hello, Miss. I do too. It's not so daggone institutional looking. It does look like we like kids. You ready? And see if I can do this. Okay. Are we ready? You have your whiteboards out?
No. I couldn't find my paper or my
You can't find what? This mean you need to clean your desk out. You think?
Now, is he allowed to be on?
Yes, he is.
All right.
He's trying to get himself together.
Okay. All right.
Okay, today, boys and girls, we are going to be reviewing words that end with a Y. Before we make them plural, what do we have to do? Do you remember? Who knows? Josie? No. We're trying to make them plural. What does plural mean, Jenna? More than one. So if we want to make a word that ends with a Y plural, what are we going to have to do to it? You don't remember? Change the... You know, that's right. You just need to have your memory refreshed, don't you? Okay, so it says, let's practice. Make this word plural. I want you to take your marker and I want you to write the word pry on your board. Yes, that word, Carlos. And you know what? I want to check something real quick because I'm not sure where we need to be. Can you give me another second?
Sure.
I'm sorry.
Can you do me a favor? Can you write the word pry right underneath where your hand is? Right.
We started at the end of our film instead of at the beginning. Sorry, guys.
You did good.
Okay, then I want you to look at this list of words.
Okay, let me do something. Let me get back to you real quick so I don't miss anything. And, okay, now we're starting here, and
I've been working with this all morning, so I ended up at the end instead of at the beginning.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, it says which words are spelled correctly. Okay, I want you to look at those words. Chloe, can you read these words to us?
Files, drives, stories, days, cries, and babies.
Okay, I want you to, on your board, write down the numbers of the word that you think is spelled correctly. Write down the numbers, Justin, of the words you think are spelled correctly. And then we're going to check and see if you're right. Sometimes we change the Y to an I, and sometimes we don't. And we're going to learn what the rule is about that today. Okay? Let's see if you were right. What numbers did you write down, Ethan? On your board, did you write any numbers down?
5.
You wrote down 5, okay. Anything else? You think 5 is spelled correctly? We're going to find out. It says, how do we know when to change the Y to an I? Do we always do that? No, we don't always do it. Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. We need to know what the rule is, so we'll know when to do that. Okay, let's see what it says. Look at the words on the board. You have the word dries, flies, babies, stories, and in the box they have the word days. Did they change the Y to an I here? No. Plays. Did they change the Y to an I? No. Boys? No. Toys? No. Keys? No. Okay, can you look at these words and decide how these words are alike and how these words are alike? Study those words for just a minute. See if you can figure out how those words are alike, how the words in the box are the same, and how the words that are not in the box, how are those words the same? It's going to be the reason for a rule on changing Y to an I. Josie, do you think you know? What do you think? How are these words alike? Which words do you want to tell me about? These words or these words? These. How are these words alike?
I-E-S.
They've changed them all to I-E-S. That's right. How else are these words alike? Do you notice anything in those words, Bryce?
They all have Y's.
They did all have Y's. You're right. But what comes in front of the I? Look at those words. Justin, what comes in front of the Y? No, that's after. What comes in front? Before the Y. Before the I. Where the Y was. What is this? An R. What kind of a letter is the R, Jessie? Is it a vowel letter or is it a consonant? they've changed the Y to an I, and there was a consonant letter in front of all of those Y's. Okay?
Perfect.
So you're doing her. Oh, there it is. Oh, okay.
What am I looking for?
I'll get Jana ready doing this way, and that's coming off. Can I just let it sit?
Sure, yeah.
Okay, 'cause it came off.
Wait, let me see. Somehow it's not on. So, let me hear you again.
Okay, boys
No,
and girls, let's
you're
turn
not.
around this way, please.
You're not quite on.
Remember, we're going to be using our board today.
Let me do a real quick.
I need everybody on their bottom. Remember how we sit. Brody, can you see the board from where you are? Is the rocking chair in your way? Okay.
So what are we learning today?
What are we going to be talking about? Look at the board and tell us what we're going to be talking about.
Words. Word families.
Oh, we're going to be talking about word families. That's right.
Word families.
What
That
word
sounds
families are we going to be doing today?
And.
App. What do we do when we use our word families? What can we make when we use our word families? We can make words. What sound do we have to put? Which sound do we put to make our word families? No, which sound? First, middle, or last? The last one. We have to use our first sound, don't we? And when we put a new letter at the beginning of all those words, what do we make?
Words, don't we? Okay, we're going to do
All right.
it.
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay, today we're going to be working on word families. We're going to be working on an, app, and at. And we're going to do a boat race. And to do this boat race, we're going to see which word family wins. We're going to see if the an wins, the app, or the at. And to do that today, we are going to use some word cards. I'm going to call somebody up here to pull a word card, and you're going to decide where it goes. And you're going to put it on the paper. If it's an word, it's going to go with the an, app, or at. We'll see which boat makes it to the finish line first. Which boat do you think might win? Who? You think app might win? Who else thinks an might win? App? Let's see. Aiden, would you come up, please? I want you to take that first word, and I want you to put it under the word family or beside the word family it needs to go on. Where would that go? And what is that word? What is that word? You've got it in the and family. What's the beginning sound? And what's the word?
Fan.
Fan, very good. So what boat's winning right now? Carson, can you come up and take the next word, figure out where it's going to go, and tell me what the word is? Oh, what family did you put it with? The at. What would that word be? Matt. Very good. Okay, let's see now. Sean, can you take the next one? And where is it going to go?
Okay, look at the ending sounds. What word family is that? Very good. Now, let's look at this word. And Sean, I'm going to let you sit down because we're going to talk about that word for just a minute. Because that word is a little bit different than the other ones. It has a T and an H, and we're going to have to use a blend to sound that one out. Does anyone know what that word might be? Connor, what do you think that word is? Do you know what that is? Anybody know? Because we're not going to use the T and the H sound. Elizabeth? Very good. Now, what word family is winning? The and family. Okay, Christian, come up here, please. Christian, would you take that one, and where is that one going to go? Now, look at the word family. Look at the word family. That's where it's going to go. Now, let's look at that word. Can anyone tell me what that word might be? Parker? Look at the word. Can you tell me what that word might be? Carson has her hand up. Anybody? What? Okay, now we're going to have to put the S and the N. What is it? Snap. It went under the app, didn't it? Okay, let's see. Caleb, come up here, please. And let's pull the next card and see where it's going to go. What word family is that one going to go with? It's going to go up with the and. Can you look at that word and see if you can figure out what that word is? No, look at the word. This is another one that we're having to blend some sounds. I still have, that's okay. Still have two that have their hands up. I think you're breathing on it. Okay, you want to go sit down so you can look at it from there? Everybody look and see. Anybody be able to figure out besides Connor and Elizabeth? Well, we do have the P sound there, but we have the OOL sound too. Plan. Have to have the and sound. What? Plan. Parker? Plan. Oh, look. It's almost to the finish line. Do you think the and family's going to win? Let's see. Carson, you've already had a turn. Let's get somebody else. Sarah, come up here and take the next card. That one's upside down. Can you turn it around there? There we go. And where is it going to go? Which word family is it going to go with? Look at the last two. Where is it going? Oh, which boat just won? The and family. And raise your hand if you can tell me that word. And if no one knows that word, I'm going to be very disappointed. Because what does... No. Look at your last sound. Look, though, at the beginning sound. Okay. I'm going to ask Jacob French to tell me that word. Ran. Why was I going to be disappointed if you didn't know that word? What are we working on this week? What beginning sound are we working on? We're working on the R, aren't we? We just did that word, didn't we? Yeah. Very good.
Okay. They may not kill us, but they may not be happy. Well, the kids and whatever they have organized, depending on how they seem pretty organized over there, don't they? Allow enough time.
Well, actually, how did she get here? She came by plane, didn't she? Oh, yeah, you forgot about that, so you know. She flew
come a long way away. Yes, Aiden, where'd you fly?
I flew to the
Mr. Kelly, what does an author do? Who remembers? Yes, Miss Olivia.
It writes the book.
Author writes the book. What does an illustrator do? DJ, draw. Okay, now we have one more thing that we have to have when we go to our title page. We got our title. We have our author. We have our illustrator. What? Our publisher. Okay, what does our publisher do?
He writes the book.
Nope, puts it together. Let's do this, guys. The author writes the book. The author writes the book. Hi-ho, Maria. The author writes the book.
Great.
Can you turn the lights on the Christmas tree?
Why not?
It's just a mountain tree.
Yeah, it's a,
Mountain tree.
Christmas mom? Yeah, I'll have to call him down. Okay.
so let's see. They're probably going to.
Right hand on your heart. Come around in here. Emma, I mean that. Callie, you stand in the back because you're taller. Come here in a minute. Get right in there.
I'm so little.
All right. Did you get them? All right, we're all going to look at the flag. Put your hand over your heart. Wrong one, Allie. There you go. All right, your other right. Good job. All right, here we go.
Attention, salute, pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Now let's all have a moment of silence. Now it's time for our
To the code. I am respectful. I am responsible. I am safe. I am prepared. And I am learning.
what's the most important thing that we do every day.
Treat others the way you want to be treated.
And remember, if you believe you can,
You're halfway there.
it's up to you.
And your attitude.
Very good.
Awesome.
All right.
All right. Thanks, kids.
Thanks,
That was
guys.
great.
All right. Hugs and love. Hugs and love. Love you, love you, love you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Good job. Group hug. All right. Love you. Go. Shoot.
That's cute. Okay. Is that it?
That's it.
Wow.
As you're going out, if you look at the marquee, it says welcome to Northview Primary.
Yeah, okay. Gosh,
You know how to make us run.
thought I was gonna get you.
Oh, it's crooked. Here, we go fix it.
Okay, that'd be cute. Go ahead and fix it.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm not belly off.
I didn't get your front side of you. I'm sure you wanted me to.
No, you got my best side.
You can, if you want to look at the camera and smile, you can.
You can just wave.
Perfect, thank you. Yeah, that's great. You can go back to work now.
Oh,
Thanks, that's great.
thank you.
Okay.
That sign down there
Yeah,
has Northview, welcome to Northview Primary on it.
okay. It's always good to get a shot with a car in it. I think. Okay.
Well, I will go ahead and get in my car here, and I will meet you at Pittman Center.
Okay, sounds good.
I've never been there, so if I'm late, it's just because I got lost.
Okay. Well, if you go across. I'm just going to turn you on, and you just go whenever you're ready.
Hello, my name is Missy Wade, and I'm the principal at Northview Primary School. Northview Primary is located at 3293 Douglas Dam Road in beautiful Kodak, Tennessee. Our playground has a beautiful view of the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. Northview Primary is a Title I school and is fully accredited through SACS. Our philosophy at Northview Primary School is based on our Cougar Cub Code. Respect, responsibility, being safe, being prepared, and learning. At Northview Primary School, our students know they are loved and cared for by all the teachers and all the staff. We feel if they know how strongly we care for them, they will achieve more.
You want to pick that up?
Yeah.
You feel like?
At Northview Primary School, our students know they are loved and cared for by all the teachers and staff. We feel that if they know how strongly we care for them, they will achieve more. Our teachers are all highly qualified and are all committed to our students. Let me start that again. Our teachers are all highly qualified and are committed to students receiving the highest level of achievement possible. Our teachers plan together to better maximize planning. We are in the process of every classroom becoming interactive with bright link projectors. We will have 3 desktop computer labs and 3 laptop computer labs. As with any school, Northview Primary has art, music guidance, physical education classes, as well as special education. Our PTO is very strong and an active part of our school. If you're not involved and would like to be, please call the school and we will connect you to the person you need to be connected with. Northview Primary and the community of Kodak work closely together to ensure we are all connected. Area businesses and churches work to provide our students with many of their needs. Northview Primary School provides telemedicine to all of our students. This helps parents that either do not have primary care physicians or cannot get their child into their physician's office when they are sick. With parents and students and teachers and administration working together, our students will achieve and be successful. Thank you for sharing your children with Northview Primary School.
Very good. Nice.
Did I?
You don't want to be on the camera. I'm just delivering.
Get her.
I got it.
Let's see where to get like the Dolly C&B, Dollywoods. I mean, he's just a bright average kid. His grade points 3.85, and his ACT is a 21. And I said, Josh, I told you when we went to our MT, like maybe 2 to come in.
Oh, this is the clinic right here. Hello. Hi, clinic. Good. How are you? I hear we're coming.
I'll use her son.
Okay, that works.
All right, Singing Cougars. Here's our bookkeeper. You can get a shot of it.
Okay, I'll get a shot of you doing something. What would you like to do? Work your file? Yeah. Okay. And you can smile at me. Very good. Okay, and then put the file away. Perfect. So what are you guys doing?
Counting box tops.
What for?
It raises money for our school.
How did you get them?
The students bring them in.
So tell
We're
the
having a
students.
contest right now.
Okay.
The class with the most box tops brought in gets a free pizza party.
So what box tops are you looking for?
The box tops, they look like this.
Let me get it
It's
closer.
10 cents each.
What do they come off of?
my goodness, tons of stuff.
Oh, okay.
Tons of stuff. Ziploc.
Does this go on all year
cereals.
round?
Yeah. We have 2 collection dates that we try to get for. One is the November 1st, one is March 1st. And we get a check in December and a check in April, and that goes directly to the school.
Great. Thanks. What are the Singing Cougars?
Singing Cougars are have a seat and be silent, please.
So what are the Singing Cougars?
The Singing Cougars are third graders and that come and rehearse in the morning before school, and it's like our little character counts choir or chorus.
Really? And then do they perform all year round, or
They
just?
do. We have about 4 shows a year.
And they're made up of what classes?
Third graders.
Third grade.
Third graders, and they can choose to be part of the Singing Cougars. It is their choice, but they have to be on good behavior. They have to be good character. The teachers can remove them if they don't behave, but we don't have that happen very often.
Good. Are they good singers?
They are good singers. They're wonderful.
Perfect.
All right, how do we want to do this?
Cody Johnson, Hannah, Jasmine.
6 simple words. We have 2 of our character songs we're going to do.
Good.
We are if I turn the keyboard. Okay, there you go.
that song.
Hope you remember the words. And you'll remember the words. We'll help you.
Yes, we'll help you.
Arm in arm across the land.
Yay! Clap for yourselves. You did good. Awesome. Very nice. That was quite a challenging song there. A lot of words to remember. Very good. I'm impressed. Thank you very much. Keeping an eye on the whole place, huh?
It does. Isn't that pretty? All that glass out there, I think that's...
Yeah. It's a great place to have an office, isn't it?
Yeah.
Staring right at it all that. Great.
It's cold, though.
Yeah, I guess it would be.
Is that the main door? Kids playing. Okay, favorite.
So tell me what you're doing.
We are taking a look to see. We lost a patient.
We lost a patient.
Okay, how about I look in your throat instead? And your ear, okay? See how... That ear looks good? Good job. Let's take a look in the other ear.
We don't hurt it.
Good job. Look towards me. Let's look in your throat. Good. All right. Good job.
I'm not supposed to touch this one.
So tell me about the clinic. Just a couple of things. What did you do here in the clinic?
We are able to do telemedicine, which is like doing a doctor's visit. We work through Cherokee Health, and we're able to diagnose several different illnesses that go on, and they can get medicine and treated before school is even out at the end of the day. So.
Great, perfect, thanks.
All right. Charlie's really good at taking his temperature. Let's see.
He likes it.
Good job. Perfect.
Wow, then you really aren't sick.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you, Charlie.
You did good. Is Charlie yours too?
Nope, Charlie is a Miss Ottens. That is our logo. The student
Yeah.
coordinated school health.
Okay.
Hello, Miss Meg. Do you want your computer?
Welcome to Boyd's Creek Elementary. We are located at 1729 Indian Warpath Road in the historic Boyd's Creek community. It is my pleasure to share some information with you about our school. We have an outstanding school at Boyd's Creek Elementary for many reasons. First, we have outstanding students. We are a K-8 accredited elementary school with around 650 students. There are many advantages to being a K-8 school. We feel like we really get to know our students. We have a small school feel with a close-knit family environment. This helps us set high academic standards and promote student success for our students. From the minute students enter Boyds Creek Elementary, they learn quickly that lessons are more than just reading, writing, and arithmetic. Those things are very important and are our main focus, but we do realize that it's also important to recognize each child as an individual.
We're at Boyds Creek Elementary, 3rd grade, and we're learning about correcting run-on sentences. All right, yesterday we talked about what, Piper? No, yesterday. We're going to be doing the run-ons. What did we do yesterday? We combined sentences. We combined sentences using what? Who remembers how we combine them? Gabe. Using comma and. Well, today we're going to look at sentences that have been thrown together. 2 sentences that are related, but you can't just stick 2 sentences together because that's called a what? It's a run-on. It's a run-on sentences. And we need to learn how to recognize run-on sentences, and we can correct them 2 ways. One of the ways we can correct them is to make it 2 separate sentences. Another way we can correct them is to make it a compound sentence. And yesterday we did lots of compound sentences using what, Olivia? Comma and. So in the rules, it gives us a rules box, and it says a run-on sentence joins together 2 or more sentences that should be written separately. So it says tell how to correct each run-on, and the example it gives us is Abby's father snapped the reins, the oxen moved forward. All right, that is 2 sentences, and we can't have just 2 sentences together. What's one example that we could change it? How could we correct that, Reagan? All right, so that divided it into 2 sentences. What's our other option? If we don't want to make it 2 sentences, Alex, how would we correct it? Using comma and. So how would we say the sentence? Read the sentence the way if you were going to make it comma and. How would it be written?
Abby's father snapped the reins, and, comma and the oxen moved forward.
All right, the oxen moved forward. Is the comma important?
No.
No, the comma, yes. Yes, the comma is important. Comma and shows that it's 2 sentences. Because sometimes we have and combining 2 things together that are just like apples and oranges. The comma and lets us know it's 2 complete sentences on each side of the and where they've been combined. That was kind of a trick question, Piper. I'm sorry. That kind of caught you off guard. All right, so we're going to go through a couple practice ones to see if we've got the concept of it, because it's very similar to what we did yesterday, combining sentences. Look at number 7 on the more practice side.
One wagon got stuck. Everyone helped push it.
All right, so that's a run-on sentence. How should we correct it? You have 2 choices.
One wagon got stuck, and comma and
Good.
everyone helped push it.
All right, so you decided to do comma and. What was his other option? What would the sentence have been, Cheyenne?
One wagon got stuck, everyone helped push it.
Good. That's if you wanted to make it 2 sentences. Are both right? Yes. So when you're deciding to correct run-ons later when you're doing your independent practice, you will choose on your own whether you're going to make it a compound sentence using comma and or divide it into 2 sentences. All right, Brett.
Okay, so today we are going to work on a compare and contrast between our novel that we just read, The Dark is Rising, versus the movie, The Seeker. Okay, we know the movie is it's made from the novel. So we're going to start by comparing the main character, which is who? Will Stanton, okay? We've listed a few characteristics of him from the book. Is there anything else that we want to add about Will's character from the book, the main character? Anything from the book? Okay, yes, go ahead. Okay, speak up. In the movie, he was what?
He was reluctant to be the seeker, but in the book he was like, okie dokie.
Okay, so when he found out in the book that he was the chosen one, the sign seeker, he was pretty excited about it. But in the movie, he was very hesitant, right? Okay, so let's add that. In the book, we will say he was excited. And then in the movie, he was a little reluctant, okay? Let's go ahead and list some characteristics from the movie. Let's talk about some of those things. Abby.
He was 14.
Absolutely. His age was totally different in the movie, wasn't it? Okay. And you know, that's kind of odd because they made a huge deal about his age in the book, didn't they? Okay, what else?
Well, I have another one for the book.
Sure, go ahead.
I just thought of it.
Okay.
In the book, they were like British. Sort of.
Yes, absolutely. He was British. The whole book was set in England, but the movie was what? He was American. Yeah. Okay. What else? What else did you notice about him from the movie? Okay. Okay. His hair color was different. He was blonde. That probably happens more often than not. Absolutely. His home was modern. You know, when we talked about how we read and authors create imagery and all those things, and I told you that I wanted you in your mind to create what his home looked like, his town, his village, and then when we watched the movie, was it anything like you had pictured? No. It wasn't for me at all. It wasn't at all as I had it pictured. Okay. Anything else? Yes?
Will wasn't the youngest.
Okay. He wasn't the youngest in the Sign Seeker, which is quite a big deal. Let me write that down real quick. Quite a big deal because that was a lot of his character in the book, right? He was the youngest. He was the what? What was the big deal about him? He was the seventh son of the seventh son. And we can write that down because that was of utmost importance. Well, in his case it was, but would that work for Miss Graythorne? Right. She's not the seventh son, so that wouldn't work for her. But that was Will's criteria. Okay, what else?
In the movie, he had like a sense, like if there was a sign around, he had like a sense to know where it was.
Yeah.
In the book, you know, he really didn't know. He had to like find it on it.
Right. In the book, he had to really search. And in the movie, they kind of appeared, didn't they? Yeah. Good. Okay. Let me just go ahead and really quickly tell you that the list that we're making, this is not an exhausted list, okay? This is just to help you structure your writing, okay? So if there are more things that you want to add in as you're writing your essay, that's okay.
All right, boys and girls, we have 3 different sentences that make no sense. Kayla, look up here so you can see my sentences. They make no sense. I'm going to read them to you and see what you think. The first one says, said, I, Dad, could go play. No. So I'm going to lay that one here. How about mix jam, my job to is? How about, I think this one's going to be right, the I read apple big 8? No. All right, so we have a big problem, don't we? So your job is going to be to make the sentences make sense. I'm going to give each of you a number. If you're number 1, you'll go here. Number 2, you'll go here. And number 3, you'll go back there. Ready? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and raise your hand when you're ready. You got it? All right, bring your sentence to the board. You're first. Okay, wait till they're... There you go. Let's let them go first. Thank you for working together. Good job. You're being patient. Good job. You know how they go, right? Okay. Hang on. Kayla. All right, that group come sit down. And next group, put yours up. Sit in a straight line, so we'll get to read it in a minute. See if y'all are right. Right here, Tally. Thank you. Make sure they're making sense. All right, Jacob's group, come on, and you're going to be next. I think they're just about finished. Remember finger spaces. Yeah. Looks good. All right, move on up. Jacob, how about letting your friends have a card to hang up? Thank you. It's not only your job, it's everybody working together. Okay, come on up. Okay, I think Reese is next.
Dad said I.
Why are you separating them out, guys?
Because we need finger spaces.
We need finger spaces. You're right. Very good.
Where does this one go?
Okay, put it on up there. All right, and Jacob, do you have the last ones?
Yeah, sure.
Sure. All right, now let's see if we're right. Thank you, Hayden. All right, group 1. I think you all were the red apples, right? Yeah. All right, red apples, stand up, and I'm going to let you read your sentence. How about, TJ, you point to it as they read. The rest of you listen, see what y'all think. Hayden, you ready to listen? Oh, that sounds much better, doesn't it? Very good. It even has a capital letter at the beginning, and what does it have at the end?
Ending mark.
And what is the ending mark? A period. Good job. All right, y'all may have a seat. All right, how about my jam group stand up? 80, will you come and point to the words? All right, everybody back here, I know it's kind of harder for you to see, but see if you can help us read those words.
My job is to mix jam.
Good, very good. Does that one sound better?
Yes.
Does it have a capital letter?
Yes.
Does it have an end mark? Yes, very good. Have a seat. Last group, this is the dad group. Jacob, would you like to come and point to the words?
Sorry.
Okay, everybody, you all read. Go back there and read, Reese, while he point. Wait. Let them help you. You point. Let them read. Let's hear you all. Dad.
Said I could go play.
Very good. And what's at the end?
Period.
A period. And what's at the beginning? What's that letter? What is? It's a capital letter. Good job. Very good. All right, y'all may have a seat. Now there's one thing left for us to do. We've got the words on the board. Now where do we have to get the words?
On the paper.
On the paper. So your next job is going to be to go back to your seat, copy the words as neat as you can from the board to your paper. Thumbs up if you got it. Very good.
We're in
All right.
7th grade science and Mr. Franklin's class, and this is my 4th block class. Okay, so you've already counted the petals, correct? Mm-hmm. Okay, how many do we have? Raise your hand. How many do you got? 6. 4.
6.
Okay, notice anything? Mostly all 6. Do you feel like that one of yours is missing? Yes? When we talked about these flowers, do you remember when we talked about how that the petals are in a pattern? Yes? Look at the pattern on your flower. You should be able to see a distinct pattern. What do you see? Are they in groupings of a certain number?
Yeah.
And they're in groupings of what? 3. They are in groupings of 3. Do you see the pattern? So because they're even completely different. Do y'all see that? Do y'all see it? Yes, no? Okay. So most of you should be able to see that. Look at your flower and see if you can find that. Did you see it on mine? Do you see the pattern? Yeah. Yes? Yes. Okay, so it should be in multiples of 3. Now, what's the next thing that it says in our column? attach one of the parts below. So you need to remove a petal from your flower. And you can pick either one. If you want to pick one of each, that's fine because they are two different. If you want to pick one of each, that's fine. And for right now, just lay it there on that column. Now, between you and your partner, you need to come up with a description. How would you describe that petal? What would you use to describe it? Okay? Yeah, that's fine. So think about it. What would you use to describe it? What kind of terms would you be using? Color. That's one way you could describe it. What else? The patterns. Yeah, you could. What? It doesn't have to be sentence form. If you just want to write a few words about it, that's totally fine. So write some type of description about those petals. Okay, I see some groups are even drawing pictures of what it looks like. That's totally fine. That would work as a description in science. That's a visual description. Okay, does anybody want to share what they have written? Morgan, what'd you write? Okay, the flower has two different colors of petals. What else? Say it again. Pretty, colorful. Okay. That's the aesthetic of the flower, but that will work. What else? What'd you write?
One's smaller and the other one's bigger.
Okay, you're relating it to shape. That's fine too. One's smaller, one's bigger. Anything else? Anybody have anything different? No? Okay, we're going to come back and look at that again. What is the next thing that we're going to be looking for? The stamen. Okay, stamen. Male, female. Which part? It is the male. What was our clue to that? Men. Men. Okay? Now, you need to count how many stamen you have. Well, first, you'd have to be able to decide which one was the stamen, right? So, identify which part is the stamen, and you will need to cut out each one of them. Do I? What's going to be on top of all of the stamens? The anther. Very good. So make sure if you look for the anther, that'll determine if that's the stamen or not. If there's no anther at the top, then I wouldn't cut it. That's okay. That's okay. Just cut them off completely. That's okay. What? You'll be able to possibly be able to see if there's any eggs inside of it. Okay? Right here. So you're going to cut just a little dip out of that green part. Yes. Yes, cut that way.
We begin the day by greeting our students as they arrive at school. In our morning announcements, we celebrate birthdays and recognize our students for achievements both in the classroom and the community. Our students and parents are proud to be Boyd's Creek Bobcats. We have many programs that serve to enrich the regular curriculum. Our Beta Club, which is an honors club for students that excel academically, is award-winning in state and national competitions. We recently competed on the state level and won first place in Songfest.
raising the bar with all we've got. From my motto, we will not stray. Honesty is our way.
Speak out, making difference, pay off every day. Making great history, making clean service, loving all. Making great history, making great history, making greater history. Making great history, making great history, making greater history. Making great history, making great history, making greater history. Making great history, making great history.
Making beta, making beta history.
Good job. Excellent job. Now. Well, this is a general music class. At the end of last year, I started thinking to myself what instrument that I played when I was a kid that made it easy for me to learn just general concepts in music. And it came to me that I think the easiest thing that I could pick up and just get started playing on quickly was the mandolin. And mainly because there's a lot of just simple two-finger chords and simple melodies and things that you can play. Plus the mandolin is basically the same instrument as the violin because the tuning is the same. If you can play a mandolin, all you have to do is figure out the bowing and how to, play in tune on the violin, and then you've sort of got the instrument. So I thought that the mandolin itself would be a great instrument for us to use in general music. So they give us $1,500 every year to buy whatever materials or whatever we need through the school system. And so I decided that I would take my money this year and buy a classroom set of mandolins, because you can get a pretty decent mandolin for around $65 or $70. And I was able to do that, and it turned out that I spent all my $1,500 on 20 mandolins, and I got straps, picks, and mandolins, and the kids absolutely love it, as you can tell. I think any of these kids in this classroom right now would tell you that they absolutely love doing this. And so we've learned chords, we've learned rhythms, we've learned about melody, we've learned about duration of notes. We can accompany ourselves, we can accompany others, all in about, 8 or 10 weeks, with only one class a week for 45 minutes. Some of them have gone out and bought mandolins. So that tells me a lot right there. So thank you. So what do you think about this? You like it, kids?
Yes! We also have interactive technology in most of our classrooms. We have worked really hard the last 3 years to raise funds to purchase the technology for each of our teachers to be able to have an interactive lab in their rooms. At the end of this year, we will have 6 computer labs and wireless technology in our building. Extracurricular activities that are offered here are girls and boys basketball, volleyball, cheerleading, and several clubs like Interact, Beta, and Student Council. Our older students mentor younger students. We have found that our younger students really look up to the older students and can learn a lot from them. Another reason our school is successful is our outstanding staff. We have 33 classroom teachers as well as 7 special areas teachers. All of our teachers are highly qualified and many hold advanced degrees. We have a strong support staff which includes teachers' assistants in all of our kindergarten and first grades. Our resource officer helps to make Boyd's Creek Elementary a safe place to learn. She teaches DARE to our 5th graders and also helps out with special events. Our custodial staff keeps our building clean and helps out wherever they're needed. And our cafeteria staff does a great job preparing meals for our students. We serve a nutritious breakfast and lunch each day. We are very fortunate to have a full-time registered nurse on staff. Telemed services are offered to all of our students. During a telemed visit, students are seen by a nurse practitioner and prescriptions can be called in to local pharmacies. This is a great convenience for our families and allows them to keep from taking time off from work and school to see a doctor.
I thought I would have you go ahead and see what you thought, so if we needed to start medication, we could.
When did it start bothering him?
Well, it really started just a couple of days ago, and he's really not had any complaints about his ears since he was little bitty, and he's never had tubes or anything like that. And he's not been sick in a while. In fact, he's been very healthy for the last few years.
Okay. Runny nose, stuffy nose recently, anything like that?
He does have a runny nose, and he just started with kind of a little bit of a cough, some upper respiratory stuff.
Okay.
And he does have seasonal allergies. He has a reactive airway, but not really any asthma, and the reactive airway as he's gotten older has gotten better. And he's not really allergic to anything.
Okay. And I know you said he had a runny nose. What color's the stuff coming out of his nose?
Probably just now starting to turn a little bit yellow, but it's mostly clear. Yes.
All right. Well, let's take a look at him.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and swap you to camera 2.
All right. And just let me know which ear we're looking at.
We're going to look at the left first, and this is not the one he's complaining about.
This is not the one that's bothering him? Do you think he could, okay, that one looks pretty good. Not much of a light reflex, it's a little bit dull.
It does look a little dull. Now this is the one that's really bothering him. Okay, you ready? Deep breath.
Deep breaths for me, Andrew.
In through your nose, out through your mouth. And out. Okay.
All right.
Okay. What'd you think? Have a seat, baby.
I think that he probably needs to be on some kind of an allergy medicine right now, just how stuffed up he is. And that's what's causing that fluid to build up behind those ears.
Okay.
Something like a Zyrtec or Claritin, whichever one you like better. Or whichever one he can tolerate better.
Okay.
And said he's already on some antibiotics from the other docs the other day at the doctor?
Yes.
I would continue taking those like they were prescribed. Not a big deal. It looks like it's getting better. It definitely was infected, starting to heal over. But the antihistamine, like the Zyrtec, will help take that swelling out and get that fluid down, and it'll help him feel better a little bit quicker, okay?
Okay. We believe that parent and community involvement is crucial to a successful school. We would like to invite all parents and grandparents to become members of the FTO. If you have any questions or concerns, please visit our school website or call us at 774-8285.
So this is a leprechaun trap?
Yeah, anyways.
Have you ever seen a leprechaun?
No.
No? You hope to though, don't you?
Yeah, but,
What do you put in there to get the leprechaun to come there?
well,
What is that?
right here's glue. It gets stuck in there.
What is that's in? Is that a pot of gold?
No, it's made out of paper.
Ah.
When he walks in here, the pencil will fall down and it will trap him.
Oh, what do you have in there that makes him want to come in?
A coin.
A coin.
Welcome to Seymour High School, home of the Seymour Eagles. We'd like to show you today a few of the very special and unique things that our students do here at Seymour High School. We have a few new additions, some new parts of our building, and of course we really would like for you to meet our students.
So, what are we looking at here?
We're looking at a 3D printer, and this program here on the computer is what controls it.
Okay.
So if you want to print something, all you have to do is pull up what you want to print, and I'll do that right now.
So what are we printing today?
For today, we're going to print a simple little ring that you can wear on your finger.
Really? Okay. And who designed it?
There's a website called Thingiverse, which is on the internet, and people design stuff like this, and you can just grab these files off the internet and print them yourself. So
where'd you get the 3D printer from?
The 3D printer was donated by Oak Ridge National Labs, and it was donated to, they donated 400 printers to different robotics teams around the world, mostly the country, and we were lucky enough to get one. And the printer is around, usually costs around $1,800 to buy one new, and we got it for free with their donation.
What are some other things that you have made with this so far since you've had it?
One thing we've made is it doesn't really serve a purpose for our robot that we design every year, but it's just a little cube, and it actually moves, and you can, it consists of different gears. And another thing we built is for our robot, on the ends, the edges of the metal aren't safe because they can cut people, their fingers and stuff. So what we did was we designed a little end cap that we put over the metal to keep people from getting cut.
Oh.
Yeah.
What am I looking at? I mean, can you quickly explain this device here? What is this thing? What's what?
Okay, so the way this works is here on the side there is what's called ABS filament, and it's basically just a type of plastic, and what it does is we feed it into this nozzle on top, and the nozzle gets up to around 230 degrees Celsius, and what it does is it actually melts the plastic down here. I'm not going to touch it because it will burn.
Okay.
And what it does is it melts it up, it melts it. Go ahead and extrude again, and it's at 230 degrees Celsius right now, so what we're going to do is extrude some of this melted plastic. So what this does is it very slowly, if I can grab some of this, okay, then that should be good. So the way this printer works here is this bed here lifts up to the nozzle. Go ahead and hold the Z. And the way this works is this is not subtractive manufacturing, it's additive manufacturing, and the main difference is instead of starting with a block of metal or plastic and cutting out, it builds it layer by layer. So it's a little more efficient, but it's also a little slower. And this nozzle on top will move based on the coordinates we give it, based on what we're going to print. This nozzle here moves from left to right, and then this bed moves this way. And what it does is, layer by layer, it builds what model we want to make. And it's a very slow process, but the good thing is you can make very custom parts that are, and this machine is fairly precise.
All out of plastic only, or can you change materials?
This printer prints in 2 different types of plastic, ABS and PLA, but it is a plastic-only printer. Yes. Make sure it's working. I don't know.
So obviously you're further along here. Are you about done?
We are about halfway done right now.
Halfway done.
Halfway, yeah.
Yeah.
It's been running for about 15 minutes, and it's got another 12 minutes to go.
Really?
Mm-hmm. So you can see it's building it layer by layer. It's starting at the bottom and slowly building on top of it. And one of the cool things about this is on the computer screen, it actually shows you, on the computer, it shows you where the job's currently at, and you can see it as it's filling in. It corresponds to where it's at on the printer. So you can see how far along it's gone.
So I see you have a little wrench there.
Yeah, this is something we tried to print, one of the first things we tried printing when we first got it to make sure everything was working. This is only a half-scale wrench, but the one that's supposed to be full scale would be about this large. And the cool thing about it is if you print it at full scale, it's supposed to actually be adjustable.
Really?
Yes. This one isn't because it's kind of small. It's just not detailed enough. But we want to go back and try printing another one that works. In the future, we want to train more students to learn how to use the 3D printer and CAD software and actually use it to make specialty parts on the robot that be either hard to find or impossible to find out in the market.
Well, what practical use will this be, can this be, to everyday life? Do you have thoughts and ideas on that?
Well, one day in the future, they might be using 3D printers to make phone cases on the spot, custom made, or different accessories maybe for phones or any other device. Maybe even to make food.
Out of plastic, why not?
If you can dream it, you can make it.
You can
There's no
dream it.
limitations.
Yeah, and one of the things, if you might have heard on the news recently, was that they used 3D printing to reconstruct a heart for someone.
A heart?
Yes.
Is that right?
Yeah.
What do you hope to make on this before you leave school here? Anything in your mind? Bizarre and unusual, or practical and reasonable?
Maybe spell out my name.
Well, how about a comb to comb your hair, or a
comb?
toothbrush to brush your teeth?
Yeah, they make, one of the cool things you can make with this is a toothbrush thing for, you know, toothpaste, when you can't get the last little bit out, they make a thing where you can squish it out, yeah. And roll it up.
Yeah. On the other hand, at a certain point, this is sort of like watching paint dry, isn't it?
Yes, and get kind of repetitive after a while.
The fun and excitement seems to go away sort of for a couple hours.
Yes.
What is this class?
This is a physical science class, and we are beginning the examination of the different kinds of bonds and reactions that happen to create new bonds between elements. And the two things we're doing today, one is an investigation of magnesium metal and how it burns in oxygen. And we're examining the magnesium metal based on its physical properties of a metal. And they're having to describe that, and we'll demonstrate one of those for you here just in a moment. But the second reaction we're doing is hydrochloric acid with zinc metal. And this creates a new chemical compound with a new kind of ionic compound. And then something is given off that then catches on fire that's combustible. And so I'm inquiring with them about what they think is happening and why. This is a preamble, if you will, to the lesson. So at this point, they've not had the information. They're trying to come up with possible ideas. But what is in the test tube?
Zinc metal.
Zinc metal's in the test tube, okay? And describe the zinc metal a little bit for me. And from the indications of physical properties.
Silver, tarred.
Hardness is one, that's right. It's metallic looking. Silver, okay. What else?
Small.
Okay, all right. Well, go ahead and you have loaded some, hold the test tube up so they can see that you have some loaded in the test tube. Okay, and now put the test tube back in the beaker. Now, take the hydrochloric acid. Now, first light the, there you go, follow the instructions. Okay. Now, give him a hand there. And somebody be the pourer. Now wait for the reaction. Okay, wait for the. Now step away. Wait for the reaction. Give it a second. Give it a second. Okay. Now see what you got. Whoa. Okay. Now do we have continuing flame?
Yeah.
Is it still burning? Okay. You have three choices now. You have hydrogen, chlorine, and zinc. Of those three, what do you think could be?
Zinc.
Zinc is burning? The metals is the metals usually? Okay. So it could be zinc. What else could it be?
Hydrochloric acid.
Okay, but now hydrochloric acid reacting. Which one of those gases is going to be flammable? Think back to the balloons.
I don't remember.
Think back to the balloons. Which balloons? Excuse me? The hydrogen helium balloons. Which one exploded? You think the hydrogen? Well, you're thinking correctly. That's right. The hydrogen exploded. So we have hydrogen and chlorine here. So which one of those do you think was? And I mean, when we talk about chlorine gas, what are we talking about? Chlorine gas it was the first what? Weapon of
destruction.
Weapon of mass destruction in which war? World War I. That's right. And so would I actually release chlorine gas in this room? You think? It's hydrogen. There we go. All right. Let's do the other one real quick. Let's get the zinc. Let's get some. Excuse me, some magnesium.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So, tell me what you got.
All right. This is magnesium, magnesium, and.
So tell me some of the things about magnesium metal that, using physical properties of metals that let you know it's a metal.
Shiny. It's ductile.
Mm-hmm. What does ductile mean?
It can be drawn out into wire.
Into wires.
It's malleable.
It's malleable, which means what?
It can be hammered.
It can be hammered. Okay. Now, what are we going to do with this?
Going to.
We have to light what?
I don't.
Can we light the burner real quick? You want me to help you?
Yeah. Well,
Okay, let's light.
I got this. I remember yesterday.
You got this? Okay. All right. Good. Don't get nervous. There we go. Now, open it up. And there we go. Now we got the burner lit. Very good. Good job. Now, okay. Now, who's going to hold the magnesium metal?
One of them.
Come on, Alexi. Okay. There we go. Now, hold the tip in the flame, and then hold it over the paper towel once it starts to.
Oh, whoa.
Now hold it as steady as you can. See how long you can get it to burn, and keep the ribbon together.
That is.
Excellent job. Excellent job. Now let it just finish burning, and then we'll drop it down on the paper towel. There we go. Now, look at it. At the new product. What? Describe it. It's white instead of silver.
It's very crumbled. Like it got its state of what it was from solid went to now it's like a dust.
Like a dust, like a powder. Okay, changed from a metal to a powder. Okay, so is that indication that possibly there's been a chemical reaction?
Absolutely.
What other indications of a chemical reaction do we have?
The color.
Color. Okay, what else? Blink and think about it.
Blink and think. What do you mean? Light was given off.
Light was given off. Very good. All right. All right. So we've had two chemical reactions, and have we created two new products? You think?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you think was given off over there when the what was burning? Yeah, hydrogen. Hydrogen gas was burning. You're not dumb. You're very good. All right. This is physical science class, and we believe in a hands-on approach and like to get the kids to first examine things, and then we talk about what's going on. And it kind of gives them a new perspective.
So where are we? What class is this?
We're in the Seymour High School band room.
And we are here with the robotics team,
Robotics.
and we have on our display, we have a robot that we built for this year's competition.
So, what does it take to be in the robotics team? What class is this? Is this one class in and of itself?
Actually, this is not a class, this is extracurricular.
Oh, it is?
Yes, but we do offer a class that teaches the fundamentals of robotics and computer languages that they need to be able to program the robot. But this particular extracurricular runs after school.
Really?
Yeah.
So when you say that other class, is that where the 3D printer is? Is that the class that is?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, okay. Well, so explain then to me. Every year you deal with a new computer or a new robot, huh? Is that the challenge? Do you enter into something?
We are part of U.S. First, which is a international robotics league. And we are part of that league. And as part of that league, we get a challenge every year. And it starts the first Saturday after New Year's. And we get a challenge that's given to us by through NASA simulcast. And everybody's given the same challenge every year. And at that time, we start a very intensive 6-week build period where we have 6 weeks to build a fully functioning robot that can fulfill the goals of that particular challenge. That includes, strategizing the game, prototyping the designs, putting them into 3D CAD drawings, physically building prototypes, and then computer programming them to run.
Wow.
So we are right now at the end of that phase, and we are about to go to the Smoky Mountain Regionals in the Knoxville Convention Center next weekend, to compete.
So the challenge of this year's robot was what?
The challenge of this year's robot is to take a large medicine ball and to take it down a field that is approximately the size of a tennis court. And you play with alliances. So you have 3 teams playing against 3 other teams, and these 3 teams are allies, okay? And this year's, the name of this year's game is called Aerial Assist. And you get compounded points based on how often you actually assist your alliance players down that field. So every time you offer an assist, you compound your points. The ultimate goal then is to get this medicine ball into targets at the end of the field. There's low targets and there's high targets, and points are accumulated based on how often you get to score those points. A typical match lasts about 2.5 minutes, and the match always starts out with an autonomous mode where the robot is actually programmed to work on its own. So it's got about 30 seconds of autonomous period where the robot is programmed so that it is operated without any human players. Okay, once that period ends, then the human players step in with this stuff right here, the joysticks and things, and they take over the operation of the robot.
So you guys are the geeks of this group, huh?
Yeah.
All of you are, huh? Awesome. Okay, so what are we doing here?
We have the robot enabled, and these 2 joysticks that operate the robot. This one works on the actual driving part of it, and this one works more on the belt thing to pick up the bones, shoot the goals.
All right. So show me how it works.
Getting some good drive time.
Yeah.
Are these two the main drivers? What'd you say?
It's on exhibition. You're not supposed to have drivers driving access. But it's better than risking breaking the robot.
This or
Actually, no. Ours is fairly unique. We've already seen some other teams. A lot of people have more focused on the offense aspect. We're kind of focusing on helping out our teammates.
Yeah. Well, who came up with this design?
The whole team.
Really?
Yep. It's a very democratic system.
But is it based on some other, at least some other designs that you've all seen before?
Not really.
No.
Pretty original.
Somebody come out and explain this to me.
All right.
We good? Okay. Well, explain the elements of this. Real
Okay.
quick.
So we've got something called a CREO, which stands for a compact reconfigurable input-output, which is that. It'll take the signal from the Wi-Fi module in there, and it'll, that's what they use to control the robot. It's actually a Wi-Fi system.
Okay.
Right? And we've got motors and gearboxes hooked up to these things called mechanism wheels. They've got these rollers positioned at 45 degrees, which creates a vector force, right? So when you move them all in a correct way, you can move left, right, forward, backward, any direction, as long as you've got the programming right.
Huh.
Yeah.
And you've got, the arms are a conveyor belt type thing.
Yep. Yep. Good for picking up the ball.
Incredible.
We normally stick to aluminum bars that we have a guy named Mark King weld together. He's an awesome help to us.
So how many robots have you built in your time here?
We've built four big robots right now. This is our 4th season, and we started out 4 years ago, first in Sevier County. In fact, as far as I know, we're the only team in Sevier County. We started out with a grant from JCPenney Corporation, and we sustained the team with corporate donations and lots of fundraising by the students. And we do operate off campus in various facilities that we rent. And some of our fundraising goes towards the fees that those facilities would cost. But, you know, it's been a great learning experience for the team. We have great mentors. Mr. Stoller is our lead mentor, and he works with the kids pretty much 7 days a week for 6 weeks during that very intensive build period. We put in, how many hours would you say a week during that build period phase?
Almost probably 25 or 30 hours a week.
Really? Yeah.
During that period.
After school.
After school,
Weekends.
Evenings, Saturdays, Sundays.
Yeah.
A lot of time.
So,
Very interesting.
and we have about 20 students on the team this year. It fluctuates. We've had as many as 30 to 40. But you know, 20 is a nice number. We like to have quantity over quality. Everybody on the team's got to pull their weight. People are in different business units. We have a business unit that deals with marketing and finance and PR. We have a computer division, which are the programmers, and then we have a mechanical division, which are the people that actually fabricate and build the robot. So we all work together as a large team. I like to see myself as I'm more like the project manager, just keeping things going. I am the faculty advisor here, which is a necessary component, but I don't profess to know everything about robots and computers. We have about 10 professional mentors that work with the students, and the professional mentors are professional engineers, computer programmers, or business people from the community. So we see it as a really good way to outreach to the community. One thing that we've done new this year, and you might want to talk with Lindsay, she's been pretty integral getting us into some community outreach programs, and this year she connected us with an organization called ETTAC, which is an organization down in South Knoxville that retrofits toys for disabled children. And so our team was able to use their talents this winter, pre-season, to go down there and actually help and assist taking apart the various different toys and reconfiguring them electronically and programming them differently to allow the kids that didn't have dexterity of their limbs to be able to use the toys. And they wrapped it up with a Christmas party where they actually got to hand those toys out.
So what class is this?
This is Mr. Blade's advanced technology class where we record video stuff and anything for the school. Like we could do games for like basketball, football, and we also can help with doing the dances or anything.
Okay. So what are we going to see here today?
Today we are recording a bit that we are doing for the senior video with, well, Billy Huggins, our great actor. And it's just some funny thing we're putting in the senior video. Since everyone's going to be sad throughout it, we thought we'd put a little hyped up film shots throughout the video.
All right, so we're going to see how you're going to film that. You've already filmed it, have you, or are you still working on it?
We filmed it, but we're still working on it, finalizing it. Can you hold the camera, please?
Yep.
Can you run again?
What's your job?
Well, I'm actually one of the actors for this video. They're just recording me. I'm pretending to be a newscaster in one of our videos.
I was going to say, you have news hair, so you're good to go.
He's the golden voice,
Yeah,
and I'm the editor.
I was going to mention the voice.
And I can do the deep news voice too if I want to.
Yeah, and so what's yours?
I'm the editor.
Yeah, you look like an editor. Actually, you ought to be on camera. You're better looking than he is.
He just told you.
I'm not the best looking guy here.
What do you edit with?
I edit with Premiere Pro, CS5, CS6. I've recently gotten into Hit Film Ultimate. I really enjoy that one because it's After Effects and Premiere put in together, so I really like that one.
Cool, yeah. So we're going to do a green screen on this project, is that correct?
Yes, sir. Yes.
And what does that entail? What does that mean? The green screen means what in the world of TV?
We can put any image we want as long as we have a still image behind it, and we can create basically a lot of fun stuff.
So this is sort of like the weatherman thing where the background drops away. And
Yes, sir.
okay. Apparently you're going to make somebody fly or look like flying or...
Well, we actually have a tornado in the background in this video, so it's pretty cool.
That's what this is about?
Yes.
So this isn't about an eagle flying?
No.
No. So this is your high-tech machine?
This is our high-tech wind machine. It's very expensive. You gotta be very fragile.
Well.
You get a tube for it. You got your microphone? It's right here. Remember your lines?
Yeah.
You want me to grab the script so you can remember it? It's right here.
This is your page, I think.
What is that, his page? Oh, this is his page. Just look at that real quick.
Alright.
So set this up. What are we doing?
Right now we're getting ready. He's going to memorize his lines for this part. Chris has already gone through his lines, and then we're going to record his lines. He's the reporter on the field for this part of the video, and he's going to be telling us the breaking news that just came through.
Ah, okay.
Alright. Got it.
He's got it.
Alright, in the center.
Make my head a little better here. Alright.
Hey Chris, the most surprising series of events are unfolding here. This is groundbreaking news. The bird is the word. I said, the bird is the word.
I'm going to do a reshot and be more dramatic, vocalize it higher.
Yeah.
Alright, get serious, like crazy.
The craziest tornado behind you. Go ahead.
Maybe you ought to turn it on high.
Hey Chris, the most surprising series of events are unfolding here. This is groundbreaking news. The bird is the word. I repeat, the bird is the word.
And now we can go over to put it in the computer. Go get Eric real quick. That is loud. That's the filled.
Oh, wow.
It's kind of loud.
Oh, you never did finalize the money? Is that it?
It's this one.
Right.
It's the whole thing.
We'll just get to the end.
On our broadcast tonight, we are talking about a man who attempts to siphon gasoline from a motorhome. Oh, wait. Breaking news. What's going on? We're switching over to the reporter on the field.
right. That's pretty good. So, all right. So you were in a tornado there.
Yeah, it was bad. Did you not hear about that?
Yeah, it was on your field too, right here. Is that the deal?
Yeah, last week it was pretty bad.
Yeah. Well, so you're going to show this at graduation?
We're going to put it on the senior video throughout the video.
Uh-huh.
So, because since it's going to be a memorial thing, people are going to be sad whenever they're watching it. So we figured, hey, let's give them a good laugh so they're not sad throughout the whole thing, so they remember the good times.
Perfect. All right. Great. Well, keep up the good work.
Now buckle up. You have the keys?
Do I have the keys?
You have the keys.
Why would I have the keys? It's your car.
It's your couch. Forget it. You know what?
Like this side.
Hey, look, a heel. Y'all ready?
A heel.
Y'all ready? A heel.
What? A heel?
Yeah.
No. What?
1, 2, 3. Whoa!
Get on top. Probably best if you don't look down. Yeah. Let it pop. Treading fast so you don't just drown. Did you pack the scoop of gear, my dear? You hear that around the town? It's a real wet shindig. Everybody's gonna get the name in lights. High in the sky, we got a chance to win big. Look, a man flying like a hot balloon. That could be us in the golden afternoon. Look, a lady, calm like a baby, strutting the stuff as she gets so crazy. So I was all like, wow, this looks way fun. And my friends were all like, oh, it is, trust me.
Passing off the floor, try to catch a little wind. Made it out the door, here I am again. I like it when I find there's a lot to do today. People live right nice, think about my way.
Oh, wait. Breaking news. What's going on? We're switching over to the reporter on the field.
Hey, Chris, the most surprising event is reported here. This is groundbreaking news.
Billy, hey, what's going on over there, Billy? Billy, what's going on?
The bird is the word. I repeat, the bird is the word.
Well, a bird, bird, bird. But bird's a word, well, a bird, bird, bird. But bird's a word, well, a bird, bird, bird. But bird's a word, well, a bird, bird, bird. But bird's a word, Brian, don't you know about the bird? Well, Peter's gonna tell you about the bird. Oh, meow, meow, meow.
Oh, my. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you just saw it yourselves. First, here on 10 o'clock news, bird is the word. Good night, Seymour.
What is this class, I guess? Is this a class?
Yes, this is a class, and this is my women's ensemble. This is their second semester, and in this class, they have an eclectic sort of curriculum in here. They'll do the legit choral music, but then we also branch over into the technical side of musical theater. And this is kind of the boot camp where they learn everything about there is to know on the front end and the back end of musical theater. And you can see that they're here painting the telephone booths for Bye Bye Birdie.
So then otherwise, the chorus that puts this program on is made up of these this class and then another class?
Yes, I have a mixed ensemble, and that class will also be primarily filling the roles of the characters from Bye Bye Birdie, but they are also doing the tech work. You can come in at any point and they are building sets and painting sets and sewing costumes. So my actors not only sing and dance and act, but they also have to learn the tech side of it too. And build everything and do sound and work on lights, everything.
Wow, and so, you know, I've seen your programs and they're just over the top impressive and very professional like.
Thank you.
How do you get these kids to sound so good musically, vocally?
Well, lots and lots of practice.
Are you a voice, otherwise a music voice teacher?
Yes, yes. I am. I'm the vocal music teacher and I'm the choral director. So a good portion of the year, maybe about the first 6 months, I'm just working with the students on helping them to improve their voice and to sing better, to use good vocal technique, to, I'm working on the tone. And we actually, in February, go and compete at a local festival. It's an adjudicated festival where there will be three choral directors there, professors from universities, who will listen to our work, and they are adjudicators, and they'll give the students critique on a tape, but they also critique me as well. And so, that's a vertical learning curve right there. And so I will, take them to that festival and get feedback, and I've been doing that for 20 years now, so, that's helped with the program to be evaluated that way and to get feedback from professionals.
Absolutely. So you have been here doing this for 20 years?
This is my 20th year.
Wow, that's impressive. Yeah.
Yes.
And so this year, your show is?
Bye Bye Birdie.
Yeah.
Yes.
How many students are involved in this production?
Well, they're overall probably close to 100 students.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah. Involved in the production
Yes.
overall, obviously,
Yes.
between lighting and staging.
Absolutely.
And within the cast?
Let's
It's a fairly
see.
large cast,
It is
isn't
a large cast. There's probably close to 50 in the cast.
Yeah. And so like when you start on something like this, you say you start at the beginning of the year, do you really, with this particular play?
We don't start working on this musical until second semester.
Really?
We start out our year with the students auditioning for All East, which is an opportunity for the students to go and compete individually. And if they score high enough, then they will have an opportunity to be in the Tennessee All-State Choir. The good thing about that is that area college professors will also look to that site to see who's made All East, make All State. And after the kids audition, then they will receive a letter from colleges saying, we're interested in you. There are several colleges, ETSU is one of them, Pellissippi, State Community College, who once a student has made the All East All State Choir, they will offer them a full tuition. They don't even have to be majoring in music. They just want them to come and sing in their choir. So that's a great opportunity for them at Pellissippi. At ETSU, they offer probably up to around $2,000 if they're not music majors. Once we do that, then we move right into our Veterans Day program. And they will perform that, and then they move on to the Christmas program. And from there, when they come back from their winter break, then that's when they participate in their choral festival. We wrap that up at the end of February, and then we begin our music program, our musical theater portion of the program, starting at usually about the 1st of March. And then after we finish our musical, then we wrap up the year with the seniors. They'll participate in a baccalaureate program, and then graduation. And then this year, we actually have 12 members of our choir that are going to be leaving on May the 30th to go to Guatemala. And while we're there, we're going to participate in a music workshop with some of the local schools there, and my students are learning Spanish songs, and then we will be teaching them English songs, and I will be doing a workshop with their choral music teachers there to work with them on choral music, of course, and working with them on their curriculum. And my kids will be working with the students there, teaching them songs and just kind of, participating in that experience. And they will also be building stoves for needy families. That these stoves are built out of cinder block, and it makes the difference between whether they have a means by which to cook their meals that's fast and efficient. And so that's how we'll wrap up the year.
Oh, wow. That's Okay, so what are we going to hear here?
We're going to hear Marching Season. It's one of our pieces that we're going to be playing today.
And what group is this?
The percussion ensemble.
The percussion ensemble group. Okay, well, let's hear it.
Okay.
The Seymour High School mission statement is, our mission at Seymour High School is to offer a relevant and challenging educational program to all students, thus providing them with the opportunity to acquire the skills to successfully function and contribute in their local and global communities.
Our core classes, including our science labs and our math, English, history, foreign language, all of our students are performing very well. We are transitioning to Common Core, as are the rest of the schools in the county. We're preparing for part testing, and academically our students are working very hard to achieve some true academic success. And we were a reward school 2012, and our kids score well, test well, and just academically do a great job. And if you have any questions or concerns and would like to stop by or call us and talk about Seymour High School, I'd love to hear from you.
Good evening. On behalf of the Seymour High School Choral Department and the Sutphin family, I would like to welcome you to the 16th Annual Kristen Sutphin Vocal Music Scholarship Concert. Over the past 16 years, $39,700 has been awarded to the Seymour High School choral students through this scholarship. The scholarship would not be possible in part without the continued support from the community, local businesses, and of course our parents. We appreciate your attendance tonight, and we hope that you will enjoy the concert. We are offering a DVD of tonight's program for only $20, and you will find order forms in the lobby. And before I turn the program over to Juliet Sutphin, who would like to say a few words, I know it's kind of in the dark right now, but I'd like to draw attention to our new choral risers. We just got those last week. We're so proud of those. And thank you. Yes. And we bought a new piano too. over there on that end. And I just wanted to personally thank you because we were able to buy these risers because you either sold cookie dough or you bought cookie dough, or you sold coupon cards or you bought coupon cards, or you took your children to do that. And without your financial support, these things would not be possible. So I know it's I know when they come home with those coupon cards and the cookie dough, you're thinking, oh no, not again. But it really does go for a wonderful cause, and we sure do appreciate your support. And so now, without any further ado, I'd like to introduce Juliet Sutphin.
Good evening. On behalf of my family and I'd like to welcome you to this evening. This is the 16th annual concert, so my family wanted to share with you a little bit about my sister, Kristen Sutphin, because many of you probably don't know who she is or may be wondering why it is that we have a scholarship in her name. Kristen Sutphin was born on April 11th, 1981, and from the time she was a year old, she loved to sing. She would sing herself to sleep in her car seat or crib. She began dancing at 5 years of age, and by the time that she was 6, she knew all of the verses to Victory in Jesus, her favorite hymn. Kristen cheered for her brother's football team as a child, was a middle school cheerleader, and eventually became a high school cheerleader and captain of the cheerleading squad. But she never really fit in with the popular crowd. And so the love of her life was absolutely music, singing, or dancing. And the Seymour High School choral program truly became the joy of her life. She loved her big brother Daniel, her baby sister Juliet, and her family, but most importantly, she loved God. 3 days before she died, she wrote in her prayer journal, "Lord, I want to be where you are." Kristen was an excellent student, taking both calculus and physics during the same class period and semester, and graduated valedictorian in 1999. Of course, Kristen was absolutely not perfect by any means, but she did love to sing. Her mother often said that she would sing to a gatepost. When she and her brother Daniel were little, they would hold special church services on our family's fireplace hearth. Daniel pretending and Kristen singing, even if it wasn't so well. And so, when Kristen died on November 26, 1999, her family felt that the best way they could honor her memory and give back to the choral program that she so dearly loved was to establish a scholarship in her name. This is how the Kristen Sutphin Scholarship Concert came into being. Tonight we remember her and we celebrate the tremendous blessing and the remarkable growth and talent of the Seymour High School choral program. Jean Burkhart, thank you for loving Kristen and for giving birth to and nurturing such an amazing and phenomenal choral program that not only blesses the students on this stage, the students of the past, but the people of this community now and for many years to come. We hope that you enjoy the evening. So, without further ado, let me introduce the concert choir. They are offering in vocal music, and they're open to male and female students with teacher approval. Students who audition for this class are expected to stay both fall and spring semester. This class is designed to give advanced musical students the opportunity to continue to improve and develop vocal music skills with an emphasis on performance. Class focuses on interpretation, dramatic presentation, and musicianship of the singer. Elements of stage production are also included in this course with emphasis on text and character analysis, musical and dramatic decision-making, and presentation. They perform at the following annual programs: SHS Veterans Day Program, Winter Concert, and Kristen Sutphin Vocal Music Scholarship Concert. They also compete at the J.V. Lyle Choral Festival, where they have a tradition of constantly and consistently earning superior ratings. Let me introduce one more time the Seymour High School Choral Concert.
See
Our first performer is Julie Harden. Julie has been in choir for 4 years and says she couldn't imagine going through high school without it. She plans on majoring in elementary education in college, and tonight she will be singing Amazing Grace.
Lost, but now Intermediate School Chorus is an auditioned group of 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade students. These talented and dedicated young people meet once a week after school for rehearsals. They regularly perform at Seymour Intermediate and recently appeared in the Seymour High School Veterans Day show. They are excited to sing for you tonight. The Seymour Intermediate Chorus is directed by Mrs. Rachel Williams and her valuable assistant, Miss Judy Bailey Ogle. Please welcome the Seymour Intermediate Chorus.
When you're down or
Celebration Singers Music Ministry of First Baptist Church, Seymour, Tennessee, first started several years back as a new avenue through those who are not main members of the worship choir, and they could be involved in the worship choir from time to time. Celebration singers do also include some members who choose to or are more able to be in the worship choir. Celebration Singers Ministry mainly presents special music from time to time on a regular home ministry, but also exists out to reach those who are in a home or outside in care facilities. We go to them in ministry to celebrate and praise our Lord and be a blessing. The celebration singers are directed by Karen Cook, the keyboardist at Seymour First Baptist.
Up next is Ashley Ferguson. Ashley is a senior, and this is her 4th year in choir. She's going to college in the fall where she plans on majoring in education. Music is a huge part of her life, and she's so thankful to have joined Seymour's choir this year. Performing with Ashley and are her good friends, Conley Summers and Lauren Krieger. They will be singing Burning House by Cam.
Burning house. You were stuck inside, I couldn't get you out. Lay beside you and pulled you close, and the two of us went up in smoke. Love isn't all that it seems. I did you wrong. I'll stay here with you until this dream is gone. I've been sleepwalking, been wandering all night, trying to take what's lost and broken and make it right. I've been sleepwalking, too close to the fire, but it's the only place that I can hold you tight. In this burning house, see you at a party and you look the same. I could take you back, but people don't ever change. Wish that we could go back in time. Now be the one you thought you would find. Love isn't all that it seems. I did you wrong. I'll stay here with you until this dream is gone. I've been sleepwalking, been wandering all night, trying to take what's lost and broken, make it right. I've been sleepwalking, too close to the fire, but it's the only place that I can hold you tight. In this burning house, the flames are getting bigger now. In this burning house, I can hold on to you somehow. In this burning house, oh, and I don't want to wake up in this burning house. I've been sleepwalking, been wandering all night, trying to take what's lost and broken, make it right. I've been sleepwalking, too close to the fire, but it's the only place that I can hold you tight. In this burning house.
Women's Ensemble is an offering in vocal music and is open to all female students with the teacher approval. This class is designed to give young women the opportunity to improve and develop vocal music skills. A study of vocal fundamentals, including diction, intonation, tone quality, and breath control, is included. They perform at the following annual programs: SHS Veterans Day Program, Winter Concert, and Kristen Suffin Vocal Music Scholarship Concert. They also compete at the J.B. Lyle Choral Festival, where they have a tradition of consistently earning superior ratings.